Ah, sweet little Rala, little do you know that upon your shoulders rest my hopes for healthy, stinky-tailed children. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Pomera tribe. And we are here desperately scrambling at the mess that I have once again made of our genetics, and I have come as the niche goddess watching over our tribe to a very important conclusion. Instead of trying to watch 800 different branches of our family tree flourish in every direction, I'm going to focus on one branch at a time and let the others kind of breed more or less indiscriminately and just cross our paws that it'll all work out. Perhaps this is the irresponsible take, but I'm going to just try my best to get some healthy children from at least one branch at a time, and eventually maybe we will end up with many healthy branches, or we will end up with a very sickly tree that sort of falls over on its side and is helpless when the bunnies and predators approach us, but we'll see what we can do. So the very first thing that we are going to be doing today is actually scooching little Rala over to this private nest sanctuary that we have found. This is going to be the legacy of Lamila's life. Lamila, one of our main explorers, has spent her entire life exploring this little segment of the island. She was a really great mole hunter. I kind of feel like we'll call her Mole Hunter Lamili. There we go. She gets a huge name that way. I love how big their names can actually be. But she was an excellent mole hunter, and she was a daughter of the far-sighted Lamila, so the founder of the Garden Isle tribe. And she's actually an elder now, so we're going to be sending her back. I don't know if she's going to make it to the Peace Garden in time, but we're going to be sending her back to hopefully rest in peace in the Peace Garden before she passes away. However, her nest discovery is going to go to good use because we are going to have Rala clear the way and work her way over. Whoops, didn't mean to have her dig. Didn't know she could dig. That was a little exciting. I wasn't paying attention to her digger paw there. We're going to have Rala move over to this nest, and Rala is actually going to become mates with Rasar for as long as Rasar lives. He is one of our healthiest of our breeders. He does have doubled up immunity. Unfortunately, it is an immunity that he shares with Rala, but a lot of the other traits that they have, normal eyesight, the stinky tail, no hemophilia, all of that, no paw, those are all things we really want to see go through the family line. So Rasar is going to come this way. He won't know it, but he's attracted to the sweet scents of the berries that are over here. The sweet scents of the berries being very important to hide the not so sweet scent of the stinky tail. I love that stinky tail that he and his brother were born with. And Roro can also come over. We'll have him go as well, but I don't think I want to breed Roro. So we're going to give him a orange gem in the middle, which means no breeding, because he does unfortunately have short-sighted eyes, and I do not want to pass short-sighted eyes down to this branch of the family tree. The other branches we will simply have to release to the winds and trust in the fate of genetic twist to keep them alive. But for now, I'm just going to focus on one branch at a time, and Rala's branch with Rasar and possibly not Roro, but he can still help out with collecting berries, is the one we're going to focus on. So that being said, we're going to have Mole Hunter Lamila head her way home. I don't think she's going to be able to make it in time, but at least we tried. At least we tried to get her over to the garden. And meanwhile, our king, Digger Taro, who's never been a very effective leader of the tribe, a very effective alpha or king, is expecting another child with his mate Rolana. Hopefully they will have a healthy baby. What kind of baby should I have them have? I don't think I have to worry about eyesight with them. Oh, a little bit. All right, Rolana, I'm keeping that one in there then. And I think I'm going to leave Nimble Fingers in there as well. All right, so we're going to try to have some healthy babies over here. And then we're also going to try some healthy babies with Lamiko at some point in the future. We're having a lot of unhealthy children be born, hemophilia, short sight, taroku. Honestly, if Lamiko came in and there wasn't enough food, she would probably demand that the child was banished. She's going to be pretty intense to deal with. She's going to be very insistent on having enough food. If there's not 50 food, nobody should be breeding. If there's not 100 food, then such a thing as love doesn't exist, and it can only be mateships that are picked for their health, and their very acute noses are going to sniff out who would possibly be the healthiest ones to have mated with who. All right, but Lamiko's plans for the future and very specific genetic breeding will have to wait for the future. She's not yet queen, even though she's really positioning herself for the position. Taro is still in charge. So, all right, Darius, you are going to pass away. I'm so sorry, Darius. I don't think I can get her to the Peace Garden in time. I can get her close to the peace garden. That's gonna have to be a little bit of our reconciliation with her. Our I'm so sorry. I need to be better about getting our elders where they need to go. La Narco can actually spend some time collecting up berries, so I'll stick him in between these two berries. And then Rosie, what can you do, my dear? Rosie can actually do some digging. There's a couple places where there's roots. So, is there a root close by? There is a root right here. So I'll let Rosie do a little bit of digging, and she'll kind of keep an eye on her sons. We've got a lot of clamshells lately. That may feed quite a few of us quite well, so I'll have to look into that. But Rosie just had a beautiful, beautiful son. I think she's quite taken with her pale blonde-haired child, but he's very unhealthy, and he doesn't really have any particular skills we want to pass on, so he's definitely not going to be a breeder. All right. However, who could be a breeder is T. Darkier, and he's going to be coming over now that he has kind of found a spot that would be possibly a good nest area. He's going to go and try to convince our lovely Isana to move with him over to the tiger territory. And while he's over there, he may be able to drop off his genetics with a few of our other females as well. He's one of the only eligible males that would really make a good mate on the island. So I'm going to have him come over. Lamiko's probably going to meet with him. Isana is probably going to be taken away as a mate for him. She will hear about this new tree, and he will promise her the sky, basically. All of this land. He's going to try to make her as comfortable as possible. Oh, there's a whole mole over here. Get the mole. All right, we got dinner. Awesome. But he's going to really try to convince Isana to move with him. So she's going to stay here and collect up the nuts for now. But she's going to become pregnant and leave. And I think Rosie, when Rosie gets to know about, T. Darkier, I think she's going to be quite enchanted by that beautiful blonde hair. Hopefully they would have a healthy child. I'm so exhausted with all the unhealthy children that we've been having. So I'm going to really, really try hard to focus on at least one line at a time so we can have some healthy babies already. All right, so with T. Darkier going off to find a mate to help start the tiger line, what will happen to the rest of the tiger line? Well, T. Ducro needs to start moving because he is now an elder. And I don't know if he'll make it back to the Garden of Peace in time, but I do want to send him there. Little Frog is just a wee little rogue one, and she's kind of been taken into the... Oh, and I forgot we had a predator! I totally forgot we had a predator! Last time we ended with a predator nearby, and it completely escaped my notice. Hunter Takir, or Hunter Rico, can you do anything about that? I think she can. She can come up. Alright, she can do a little attack. We'll do what we can. I think Hunter Rico is a hunter. This would be a way that she'd be proud for her life to finish off. But maybe we can send over Hunter Darnu when he hears the chaos. We'll send over the others who can help out. And I probably need to clear somewhat of a path. We're trying to leave some of the grass so that the bunnies have no idea we're sneaking up on them. The tigers are really, really, really good at blending into the grasses. All right, and then we've got Little Frog. And she's also very well at being camouflaged, but Little Frog can continue to do a little bit of exploring. She does have some interesting genetics, but I just don't feel comfortable breeding her because I don't want short-sighted eyes. I don't want hemophilia. But if push comes to shove, maybe T. Darkier would take Little Frog as a mate just to see what kind of babies they could potentially have. All right, and she can do some exploring over here. And let's see, is that everybody? No heads wobbling my way. All right, yep. All right, we're good. Everybody has been attended to by their niche goddess. All right, anyone pregnant? Yes, we do have one pregnancy of our queen and king. So let's see. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, my elders. Oh my. And then we have a beautiful baby girl. Look at her. So we have Minako. What a lovely name too. Little Minako. She's got cracking ability, strength, collecting, digging. She is also striped. She's tiger striped of all things. I wonder if she's meant to go and be part of the tiger stripe group. I think that maybe something Lamiko may be thinking about. So maybe she's meant to go and become one of their children. Tadakir, would you be a good mate for her? They'd be okay mates. They'd be okay mates. Not 100%ers, but they'd be pretty good. They may even have a panda pattern child. That could be pretty interesting. So maybe Miyako will be adopted by the tiger tribe because of her stripes, and most tiger children might end up going that direction instead. All right, and then we have little Nuku. He's pretty unhealthy, so he's not going to be a breeder. He has short-sighted eyes. If that was the only thing, it wouldn't be so bad. It is the only thing. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. He does have really good attack. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what Lamiko wants to do with her son. All right. We'll move him down here for now, and he can collect up some of the nuts. I think his mom is still very much in the mood to make sure that all of the food can be gathered. And then over here, Digger Taro is quite proud about his probably last child. So his last little girl has been born, and I think Rolana is quite happy about that too. She's going to gather up some berries. She's an elder now, so I think that Digger Taro and actually Rolana, in the goodness of their hearts, would trust that Lamiko wants the best for the tribe and will take care of their daughter. So I think that Taro, this is the time when he would start coming over and kind of courting Lamiko and asking her if she will actually, take good care of the little princess Minako. And I think that Lamiko will, but if that means she's going to keep Minako, maybe breed her with her son Nuko, so that they can have some healthy, strong children that have like powerful ram horns and can represent a little bit more of the diversity and ability of collecting food of the tribe, then we'll do that. Or if she's going to offer up the princess in exchange for T. Dakir. So maybe T. Dakir would be willing to mate with her and have children with Lamiko, but he would want to take the children back to his tribe. But if she offers up Princess Minako, then she wouldn't have to give up her children. Lamiko could keep her children. So, I could see her offering the princess in trade. That could be kind of an interesting twist. All right, T. Dukro, we're going to continue moving him towards the elders area. In fact, I'll have Ta Dakir move with his father in case that helps him move a little faster. And it does seem kind of fitting that he would escort his father as far as he could to the Peace Garden, even if we aren't going to quite make it. Yeah, we're not going to make it to the Peace Garden, I don't think. My poor elders just aren't making it. I need to give them more time. Oh no, another one. Oh, thank goodness. Mole Hunter Lamili finally made it to the Peace Garden. Oh, this is kind of a really interesting twist to have to focus so hard on getting everybody into the Peace Garden before they pass away. It's a nice twist though. It feels good. All right, good. So that being said, Rala is over here. She is going to be... Okay, get over here, Rasar. You cannot die yet, Rasar. You are required through desperation to stay alive. Do you hear me, Rasar? So Rasar is going to come and join us, and he and Rala have met in this sweet berry-scented garden, and they're going to have our only healthy children that we're really focusing on for pretty much the entire tribe. And Roro can step over, and he can help collect up some berries to help feed this side of the group, this aspect of the group. And then Rosie, she can really only dig or maybe hunt moles. So I think Rosie may head over here with her little son, Taro Duke, who's going to be right across the board. He's not healthy enough to breed. Hemophilia, short-sighted eyes. Nope, not happening. So he'll kind of keep pace with his mother. And I think that, yeah, we're going to wait for a little bit, and Rosie's going to be sniffing out the moles, kind of twiddling her gigantic thumbs and waiting for something to happen. She doesn't exactly know what, but as soon as she lays eyes on the beautiful blonde hair of T. Dakir, I'm pretty sure something interesting will happen. All right, so let's see. More stuff going on over here. Thankfully, we have some just normal gatherers, so we have a little bit of progress going for our poor tribe. And then managed to get the bunny. Anything? Oh yeah, there's a freaking predator! How did I forget again? I'm so sorry. Oh, because he moved. Hunter Rico. All right, Rico. Get him. Get him, Rico. We need the other hunters over here. Stat. Oh, geez. The bunnies are just running into the predator's waiting arms. Oh, there's a nest. Sweet. All right. Come on. Everybody over here. Oh, he was eating a bunny. He was eating a bunny. Oh, it's almost like Rico Rico's like the protector of the bunnies, unexpected protector of the bunnies. They're running away. Or actually, you know, if you are kind of a middling creature, not the complete apex predator, and you saw all of the other prey items running away, I would run too. Probably a good sign to escape while you still can. Oh, and there's a mole. Judgmental moles. I love those guys. They're so awesome. All right, so is that everybody? Nope, almost. All right, yeah, that's just Rosie. Rosie's kind of lazy, so I don't mind. I might just scooch her over here. She can kind of think about poking that mole. All right, next up. Oh, we didn't get... Oh, the bunny got eaten first. Oh my gosh, look at that. And Rico took out the whole hunter. And she has 3 days left, so it's going to be time for her to head out to the Elder Garden. But she is truly like Master Hunter Rico now, because she has taken out the only one of the predators that we have run into on this entire island. And what do you mean a mutation? What baby? Oh, that's an old message. I was so confused. I was like, wait a second. This isn't going to work. All right, so we've got the beautiful princess. I do think she's going to be offered up in exchange. We need to tend to the nest. I think the royal nest over here will always be maintained. Little Nuku can help his mother out, and I think that would make Lamiko feel like her son wasn't a complete... she loves him, but, you know, just a bit of a disappointment that he was born so weak. So we'll see what happens. He does have a lot of strength. It's just that he was born sickly because of his immunity. Oh, and our elder has passed on. Rest in peace, my wonderful mole hunter Lamili. You were an excellent explorer. And speaking of elders, let's see if we... Oh, so many dead elders everywhere. Let's see how far we can manage to get T. Ducro. Please. Can you make it, T. Ducro? Oh, so far. Almost. Come on, come on. Ah, you're too slow for your own good. He almost made it. He almost made it with his son back to the Peace Garden. And now T. Darktier has shown up, and we'll send over Digger Taro because he doesn't really have anything else to do over here. We'll send over Digger Taro to meet with him and maybe realize that it is almost his time to be with the elders. And we'll send over the little baby. Minako can go over too, so she can play amongst the flower fields the way the babies are allowed to over here. And I think this is where the wheels in Lamiko's head are going to start turning, exchanging the princess for a few children born from T. Dakir before he moves on. And Rosie may eventually catch wind of this awesome, handsome male that has shown up too. She's always very interested in the handsome males who are here. All right, and then Roro, can we manage to get those moles? Gotcha. All right, Roro managed to get a mole. Congratulations, Roro. And then little Rasar is very sickly, but he's going to help out kind of setting this area up, making the little berry garden his own home. And Rala will have some children with him, hopefully before he passes away. He's ironically one of our healthiest creatures. Oh, at least we're doing our best. Only line I'm really going to focus that hard on. All right, and then maybe clear away some grasses. There we go. And little Taroku. I think Taroku will actually come over to Lanarko and kind of learn from his uncle, or whatever he is related to, about the berry gathering trade. So they'll learn how to be good berry gatherers together. And then Lukupo, can you get... Yeah, all right, more moles. There we go. We'll reveal some of these spots so it's easier for the creatures to move around. So glad the nests are easier to repair, and so glad that we actually can get... It looks like the nesting material is easier to get our hands on now too, so that helps out a lot too. All right, little frog. You kind of chilling by yourself, little frog? I don't think you mind. Can she... Oh, there's so many moles nearby. That's so interesting. Oh, there's the bunny burrow. Wonderful. So she has found the bunny burrow that the tiger tribe is really going to want to focus their efforts on. Wonderful. All right. Quite a bit going on. Oh, I forgot to gather up the nuts. What? Excuse you. Coming up from Rosie's nest, threatening Rosie's precious blonde son without any... What's this nonsense? That's not how we do things around here. Gonna attack him. I think Rosie might actually step forward. And then, of course, her son is going to have to defend himself. Everybody get him! Everybody! We need to get him! Alright, can it please... Ah! I was really hoping that would get him! All right, we might need the hunter back over there soon, but I don't know if he'd make it in time to make a difference. So we'll have to see. Poor Izana. She was going to go and become like the princess, the queen of a whole nother section of the island. And then here we are with this sudden desperate lunge to help protect one of the younger tribe members. And what may happen to her? That makes the princess even more important now, because she probably is going to have to go to become Dakir's mate. So yeah, I think he's going to be just discussing things. I've been away, setting up the tiger tribe on the other side of the island. And then I think this is when Digataro, faced with difficult political decisions, is going to decide to retire. So he and his mate are going to curl up in the flowers, and they're just going to be quite happy with being content. This is the end of their royal lineage, their lead. They may think that they would leave their daughter, Princess Minaako, behind as like the heiress, but really it's going to be Lamiko. And Lamiko is going to ask Tadakir to come over and have a discussion of a certain type. And then we'll have to see what kind of children they have. I think we definitely want to put in the nimble fingers. Do you have normal eyes? Do both of you have normal eyes? Yes, both of you have normal eyes. So I don't have to worry about normal eyes. But I do want to put in velvet paw, just to see if we can start putting some velvet paw in there. So I think Tidakir is going to be talking with Lamiko. And normally he would insist on taking his children. He's been wanting to establish his own tribe. But then Minako is being introduced to him as a possible future mate, a possible future bride to go back with him. So that's going to be the trade-off. We'll have 2 or 3 children. Lamiko is now going to be, I guess we'll just straight up call her Queen Lamiko, since she is now assuming the role. She's getting a little older already, so she's going to have what children she can. She would have thought that Nuku and Minako could possibly have some children of their own, but I think she's going to have to accept that her firstborn son is not the healthiest, and I just don't know if we'll have any luck with children from him. He can at least help out with gathering nuts, though. Look at all that nuts! So many nuts! So yeah, little Minako will just like quietly be gathering up the nuts and not really aware of the gigantic political upheaval that will be going around over her head. All right, so those 2 are settled in so that they'll be ready when they pass away. Predator is visiting over here. We've got some delicious mole to eat with our stinky Roro, and he's going to be helping out his family by gathering up a bunch of the berries. And then finally, Rasar is old enough to have some babies. All right, what do we want to see? Probably nimble fingers and velvet paw, to be honest. So that's just fine. I'm gonna step in, gonna try having some babies. We'll have Rasar come on over, and he can help with clearing away some of the grasses and just making his home nice. And thankfully there's 2 nests, so we can get as many children as possible from Rasar before he passes away. Why do you have to be sick, Rasar? Why? All right. We're finally starting. So this is going to be our garden of healthy children. Everything else is kind of up in the air, more story-based. Little Frog is okay. There's our hunter. And you know what? I think Master Hunter Rico, she could understand the value of trying to go back to the Garden of Peace, but she has been a hunter her whole life. A master hunter, no less. So I think she kind of wants to sit there, and she's okay with passing away on the spot where she destroyed the only predator we have ever run into on the Garden Isle. So I think that'll make her quite happy. All right, we've got everybody lined up. We've got some political intrigue of all things going. And then I'm just going to see, hopefully, lots and lots of healthy babies born between Raskar and Rala. Because Rala, there we go. Because we're getting a little bit tight there with the genes. I really need some infusion of some fresh immunity genes. But Little Frog had the bad immunity. I don't want to have those eyes in there. Decisions. All right, so enough drama, you guys. Next time we'll see how this sudden issue of predators, which I think Queen Lamiko is going to have to figure out how to deal with, how that will go down. And I think she'll have quite the flurry of children all of a sudden with T. Dakar, because he's the only good mate that there really is on this entire island right now. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.